By the winter of 2021 and into 2022, the roster of serviceable coal-burning steam locomotives on the Durango and Silverton dwindled to one, K36 number 481. This 1925 built Baldwin Mikado is now alone, as K28 478 and sister K36 476, as of the publishing of this video, were still residing in the Durango Roundhouse Museum, awaiting their 15-year inspections and probable conversion in the face of the current megadrought and climate change, and trouble with coal supplies in the region. In February of 2022, 481 headed up the railroad's annual winter photo spectacular with a mixed train consisting of a couple of 3000 series boxcars and a 6500 series fishbelly loaded with rail. After those, we find another 3000 series boxcar, number 3278, converted by the Cumbres and Toltec to box coach 206 in the early 1970s. This car came to the Durango and Silverton in 2019 with 3 other box coaches from the Cumbres and Toltec for 4 of the Silverton's unmodified 3000 series boxes. These cars were acquired to be positioned along the line to help get people out of the Animas Canyon if a need arose and a train could not be quickly dispatched from Durango. Following the freight cars, we find a lineup of San Juan Express varnish resplendent in Grande Gold. Railway Post Office number 64, now a concession car, leads coaches 319, 323, and 327. Bringing up the markers on the rear is long Caboose 0540. In addition to the 481, we are also joined by Rio Grande Southern Galloping Goose number 5 from the Galloping Goose Historical Society of neighboring Dolores, following close behind. Join us as we take 2 days in the Animas Canyon with the last coal smoke in the valley and tin feathers flying behind it. Since this is a 2-day event, we'll condense and rearrange this trip into a single out-and-back trip to Goblin Fire underneath the picturesque Needle Mountains of the San Juan Range. To check out some more from this journey, check out our earlier video, Caboose Ride Through the Rockies, where we take a look out the back of Caboose 0540 for a scenic ride down the Animas River Canyon. We'll kick off our first run-by at milepost 467 as the train barks up the 2.5% grade where it begins to come onto the Mini High Line, a shelf track above old U.S. Highway 550. Leaving Rockwood, the train dives into the Rockwood Cut to enter the Animas River Canyon. This cut has been featured in Hollywood productions such as Around the World in 80 Days, where it was covered to become a tunnel, and much more famously in 1969's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where Robert Redford's Sundance Kid leaps onto the Overland Flyer to bring it to a stop to rob it. After the Rockwood Cut, we ease out onto the famed Horseshoe Curve and Highline, which sits some 250 feet above the Animas River below. After navigating the shelf track and the overland curve, we arrive at the Tacoma High Bridge, the tallest crossing of the Animas on the line. Up the river, we arrive at the site of former Wilderness Guest Ranch, where the Galloping Goose has taken to the spur to allow 481 to run past. Before this run-by, it was found that the 481 needed water and ran up to Tank Creek to top off the tender, and the slow reversing motor was put into the spur to clear the main.
This'll work out.
Cement wall. The retaining wall under this vertical cliff face was created after the disastrous Labor Day flood in 1970. Today, the low river provides a great vantage point as the 481 backs down for this run-by.
Aerial video, here. I just
North of Cascade Y, the end terminus of winter operations, we find ourselves at the station site of Tefft, once home to a lumber mill owned by Otto Mears, he used to produce ties for his narrow gauge network that filtered through the San Juan Mountains, radiating out of Silverton. Goblin Fire, the site of a wildfire a few years ago, is one of the newer locations for a photo event. This open area opens the canyon floor to the sky-piercing Needle Mountains. This will be the furthest we'll go up on the trip, as the rest of the route is covered in snowslides. About a half mile down the tracks, we pass Bubbling Rock, a natural spring that cascades over the rock wall as 481 steams downhill as fireman Kyla keeps a clean stack. We pause for a few moments to allow the crew to disembark for the traditional crew photo here. Goose 5 has also been wide at Cascade and has slowly backed up the line to join us here at Bubbling Rock and runs ahead of the 481 to participate in the run-bys here. Back down the river, we're set up at the third crossing of the Animas River at Tefft. This truss bridge frames the scene as the 481 steams through at a good clip. We reboard the train and head to Tank Creek, where we take on water. During the course of this day, we'll use a lot of water, and the 5,000 gallons that the tender cistern can hold has had a fair bit used, so we'll refill before our journey down the valley. Following the taking on of water, we glide down to Tacoma and cross the high bridge once again, as we head for our normal run-by finale at the famous Horseshoe Curve. But before we do, we stop just before Overland Curve and wedge ourselves into the rock face at Gladle's Gap at milepost 470.3. And what would a Durango photo train be without the requisite Horseshoe Curve? We catch the 481 making multiple passes over this famed piece of railroad. Thank you for joining us as we conclude our presentation of coal smoke and tin feathers on what may be the last Durango and Silverton photo special pulled by a coal-burning Mikado on this line.
Hey, parting with there.
Oh, you want me to say something?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Is this going to be another meme at the end of the video?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
It's the only way you can end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't leave you behind.
You're still here? Go home. It's over. No, wait. Okay, so you're already home. Make sure you click like and subscribe. Check out one of these other videos up here. And, yeah, do it for Zephyr, huh? Say hi to the people, Zephyr. They love you, huh? Yeah? Can you say hi? No? Okay.